Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 4 Finale, Episode 10. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button. Come join the Amateur Hour community. And without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, so obviously for today's video I am reviewing the finale for the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 4. This finale, girl, this was some good television, some good looks, some amazing performances, truly an amazing episode. Obviously this video will be containing spoilers for the finale, so if you do not want to know who wins the season, make sure to click back later after you watch this episode and come back and make sure you're watching my video. But this will contain spoilers for who won and all the above, so obviously be warned. Obviously this episode starts out with some B-roll, some footage of all the ghouls walking around this city. I guess is the way you could describe it. I'll put some pictures over here. It was a cute moment, giving me some kind of Resurrection vibes, if you remember that. Some sort of like, because we had a lot of footage in Resurrection of just some of the ghouls walking around in their towns, all the above. So it kind of gave me a similar vibe to music, you know, obviously. So for me, that was a nice moment. It's cute, I guess. I don't know. But let's get into the real meat of this episode. Obviously, we have them all walking into the boudoir. That's the last time I'm going to be able to say that for a while. The boudoir. And when they are in the boudoir, they're talking about the top four, obviously, how they're all in it, how they're all like, oh, any one of us can win. We're all great potential winners. It's all really cute and nice. Again, there's not gonna be drama. It's a finale. Like, we're at the point where, like, they're all just happy to be there. They're happy to be in the top four. Happy to be where they are. Happy to see whoever win. It's just really nice and refreshing to see. Excuse me. Then they go to the main stage where the Boulets introduce the challenges that they're gonna have to do and all the above. So first things first, they will be having to do interviews with the Boulets for their podcast, Creatures of the Night. If you have not checked that out, definitely do yourself a favor and check out that podcast. Really, really good, especially if you want some more behind-the-scenes type stuff of the episodes. They kind of give you some more details on how the episodes were filmed and all the above. It's a really fun podcast to listen to. Cannot recommend it enough. Again, just saying. Letting you know. So they do their interviews for Creature of the Night, and then they have to present 3 different looks for the floor show. Obviously, for the 3 tenets of Dragula, being glamour, filth, and horror. And for the glamour category, they also have to put together a lip sync performance and choreograph it and do all the things. So it's definitely a wide variety of things that they have to represent on the main stage to win the crown. Again, they really want them to represent all parts of Dragula, because as a winner, you need to be able to represent all the parts of Dragula. So of course, it makes sense for this to be the finale. Like, it's the same finale they do every season. I really like the way they do it. It makes sense to me. And I think it's a really well done way to do it. So, yeah. Now we're gonna skip to the interviews, I guess. I do want to talk a little bit about the interviews, not too much about it, because they were cute. There wasn't too much to happen, but it's fun to watch. First, we had Saint, who obviously was talking about being a black queer artist and the representation that they hold, and also, of course, talking about Resurrection, how they've been now competing 3 times, and they're ready for the crown. Again, very much what you would expect for an interview. I thought it was a good interview. I think Saint represented themselves really well. I think you could tell Saint was having fun with the Boulets, and that's always nice to see. Yeah, good job, Saint. Next we got Sigourney, as I like to say, Sigourney Beaver, who obviously is talking about representation, again, being an AFAB performer, high femme AFAB performer, which is something that we haven't really gotten to see on mainstream media So it's really nice to see Sigourney talking about representation and how it matters and how, obviously, AFAB performers have always been there, but it's nice to see, have more representation on television for AFAB performers, and how, hopefully, by Sigourney being on this show, she'll be able to kind of, not alter, but really help out other AFAB performers in local areas and all the above. So, that was a really nice moment. Then we get Dolly, who of course was talking about being season 2, excuse me, where they basically self-eliminated themselves during season 2. And how this is just such a great opportunity, and how, like, grateful they are to have this opportunity to be back on season 4. Yeah, that was a really sweet moment with Dolly. Also, Dolly just has a really gorgeous face, and I love the way that they're smiling in this. They're just happy to be there, and they're just, I love Dolly. I seriously love Dolly, and this was a great moment for Dolly. And then finally we get Hoso, and Hoso is of course talking about their experience with cancer and how they survived it, being an immunocompromised individual, and all the above. And also they talk a little bit about all of their looks that they're going to be representing for the floor show. You get the joke. It was a cute interview. I really enjoyed it. I think it's going to be a really fun podcast to listen to. If you haven't checked out Creatures of the Night, again, definitely do yourself a favor and check that out. But right from there, we go straight into the main stage. We don't get any more behind the scenes footage. We don't get any footage of them making their looks. We basically go right into the floor show, which honestly I appreciate, because I feel like with other shows, Drag Race, the finales are always full of a lot of filler. And I feel like this episode they didn't have too much filler, which was really nice to see. It was nice to have just really getting to the point, if that makes sense. Just really doing the thing, and I really enjoyed watching it. So, yeah, let's get into these floor shows. First, I'm going to talk about the Boulets and their looks. I think this was great. They look good. Good finale look. The headpieces were interesting. The ponytails, obviously, sticking in the back was interesting. I don't know, they look good. Good for you. Good job, Boulets, I guess. Yeah. Now we're going to go through the floor shows and all the above. First, we are going to be talking about Glamour, because they showed Glamour first with the lip sync performance, obviously. So for the Glamour looks and performances, I'm going to go through them all and give you my thoughts and opinions. First, I want to talk about Dolly. I love this. I love the colors. I love the top. I love how it was two separate pieces into one, kind of like, I believe this one was saying the masculine and the feminine twisted together. I thought that was really, really great. Again, with this top hat and the look, it's kind of giving me some Saint vibes from the Resurrection promo. If you remember that picture, I'll put a picture in here if I remember to do so. But it's really good. I love the color. I love what it represents. I love how Dolly is talking about how, yes, they do have HIV, but it's not what, like, they're still able to live their life as normal. Like, it's not as bad as people say it is. And just using their dress to represent the pill that they take for that, I thought that was really nice. Yeah, really great job by Dolly. I really enjoyed this Glamour look. Next, I'm going to talk about Saint. I like this. I like the wig a lot, and I really like the flowiness of the dress. I thought that was really nice. For performance, I like the way Saint was performing. It did, again, Saint tends to perform in more, like, subtle movements, which, again, not a bad thing. For this song, I think it worked. I liked it. I liked Saint's performance. I think some of the other performances were even better. But still, great job by Saint. Saint is an amazing artist and really represents themselves so well on the show. Then, of course, we get Sigourney. I love this look from Sigourney. I really, really did. Obviously, Sigourney's gonna bring Glamour really well. Like, that's what she does. And I thought this was gorgeous. And I love the performance. Sigourney knows how to lip sync. She knows how to perform. Like, so good. So good. Such a good performer. And this was a great episode for her. I thought she did great. Really great job by Sigourney. And then finally, of course, we have Hoso. I really like this look from Hoso. I thought it was really fun. I like how she changed up her makeup a little bit, like the Boulets mentioned later. I thought this was a really good look for her. I thought the performance was really strong. I really, really enjoyed it. Really great job. So that was the Glamour category. Now we're going to be going on to the Filth category, where, of course, we are going to be starting with Dolly. I like this look a lot. I thought the story, what Dolly does really well is they can put a story on the stage. And I think they did a great job with that, with this Filth category, and the way that they told this character's story as it progressed throughout the performance, which again is something that's so strong, especially when you have a powerful story to tell. And I thought this was really great for the Filth category. I loved how Dolly was, like they said, flipping the mirror on the viewer so that they were the ones who felt filthy for watching this performance. I thought it was a really strong performance. Obviously, we start out at the beginning with this look, and then of course it transitions more and more. And then this is the final result, obviously. I would show more, but obviously it's YouTube, so I can't show too much. But I thought this was such a strong performance. I thought this was really, really well done. Really great job. Next we have Saint, who, the Filth look. I like the look a lot. The look was really gorgeous. Excuse me. And when it came to Saint eating the supposed cat poop, I guess is the way you would describe it, I didn't buy that it was cat poop. I don't know. I liked it. I really liked this performance. I thought it was really well put together. I just saw candy. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I just saw like melted chocolate pretty much. And the end of it, when they were putting it all over their face, maybe that's just me trying to pretend that it wasn't actually cat poop. I'm gonna go with it wasn't. But I thought this was a really great look for Saint. Again, really well put together. I love the tie back a little bit to the Resurrection with the bottom of the dress with the card symbol, obviously. Also similar to what they did with the vampire look in Resurrection. Again, you see those little references that Saint's pulling back to previous looks that they've done. I love that. I think that was really a smart idea. Really great job by Saint. And then, obviously, next we have Sigourney. I like this. Again, they did show this look after the horror look. So for me, with the same gag of pulling things off of her face, it wasn't as effective. Because I felt like she did that twice in a row. And I kind of wish she had done something different with the Filth category. Especially because Sigourney is so known for doing glamour. I would have loved for her to do something with a completely different silhouette for the Filth category or horror. And then also just to do something completely out of the box for the Filth. Like, you know, just really surprise us. I would have loved that. And I like this a lot, don't get me wrong. I thought this was really well done. And the Filth obviously was really well represented. But I do wish it had a little bit more. It wasn't bad. It just, I wanted something completely out of the box, something completely unexpected. Especially for someone who does bring glamour so much. I would love to do something with zero glamour, just complete filth. Anyways. Next, of course, we have Hoso, who is, of course, talking about the stereotypes that many Asian Americans and Asians get thrown at. And she made a character personification of all of those stereotypes, and I thought that was so strong. Such a good way to use the Filth category to have a critique on society, or a I guess, yeah, critique on society. Just really represent, tell the audience really what the story is, you know. Just really well put together, really strong performance. I thought this was really, really great. I really, really enjoyed this performance from Hoso. And also just really well put together. Like, Hoso does a really great job of putting looks together and stories. Like I said, Hoso's really great. Now we're on the final category, of course, of horror. First, we are going to be talking about Dolly's horror look. I love this. I love that Dolly has such a physicality to their performance in this look. Again, if you remember Dragula Season 1, with Vander Von Odd when during the, I believe it was the zombie challenge, when Vander was really just kind of altering the way their body was moving and really trying to represent a zombie. I sort of saw something similar with that for this horror category, with the way that Dolly had shadows all over their body to represent, like, sunken in body. Like, that was so well put together, and the way they moved their body for this performance was so good. Really, honestly, my favorite of the horror performances. Like, I thought this was just perfect for a horror category, and I thought this was really, really great. Really, really awesome job by Dolly. Next we have, of course, Saint, and this is their horror look, of course inspired by the Tooth Fairy. I like this a lot. I thought the Tooth Fairy was a fun way to kind of bring in some horror aspects, because obviously growing up, many of us, the Tooth Fairy is a fun character. They take your teeth, but if you really think about it, it's kind of scary. And I thought this was really well put together. I love the teeth all over their mouth, obviously. I thought that was really well put together. And obviously the wings were really cool. It wasn't my favorite horror look, I will say. Again, no shade to Saint. There were other looks that were presented on the show that I liked more. So for me, obviously, my favorite was Dolly. But this was still a really great look. Next we have Sigourney. And Sigourney's horror look, again, like I was saying earlier, with the filth look that Sigourney did, this is obviously the scientist look, like the evil scientist. Really great job for a, horror look. I think that's a really smart idea, a very clear concept, easy to execute, really well put together. And when she first started peeling the skin off of her face for this category, I was like, oh bitch, I am in, this is awesome. Which is why, when it came to the filth, I was kind of like, you already did that. Can you do something different? You know what I'm saying? So for the horror category, I really liked it, and I thought this was really well put together. I love the reveal. I love the skin peeling off the face. All the above. Really great job for a scientist. I thought that was really fun. Yeah, really, really, really great job by Sigourney. And finally, we have Hoso Teratoma's horror look. Of course, this is to represent their journey going through chemo, and all the above. This was just such a personal story that, like, I gotta give some major kudos to Hoso. Like, this was such a great opportunity to put on the main stage, and such a great story to tell on the show. I thought this was really, really great. I loved, like, just the fact that Hoso was willing to really go within their own experiences and represent it on the show. Like, that's just really, really great. So I really enjoyed Hoso's look, and I loved all the above. Really great job. So now I'm going to go through and list off my favorite looks from each category. Again, these are all my own opinions. For the glamour category, I'm going to have to give my favorite to Dolly. I just love the red velvety texture. It was gorgeous, the glamorousness of it all, the makeup, every single detail. Really, really great job. I love what Dolly represents, and I love that they use that in this show. For the horror category, my favorite is gonna have to go to Dolly. Again, I just love this. I love this so much. Really, really great job. I love the physicality that they brought to it. I thought that was just so well put together. Really, really wonderful. And then finally, for the for the filth category, my bad, I'm gonna have to give it to Dolly. I just love that they represented his story on the show. I thought that was really well put together. Really great job. Really, really, really great job. Alright, so the floor show's over. Now we get back to the main stage where the Boulets are about to crown their monster. So obviously we have the top 4 here. We have the Boulets, all the above. I'm going to put pictures over here. Boulets. Great job, Boulets. Really great looks. And then, of course, we have the top 4 in their final crowning looks. Really great job. I really enjoyed this top 4. Really enjoyed this season overall. But now let's get to the crowning. Obviously, it is announced who the winner is going to be. And again, if you don't want that spoiler, click away. But the winner of Season 4 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula is none other than Dolly. I am so happy that Dolly won. I think Dolly is such a deserved winner. I love their story. I love who they are. I love what they represent on the show. Truly have brought some amazing looks, amazing stories. And just overall, I thought this has been a great season for Dolly. Again, this entire top 4 has been such a strong top 4. This entire season is amazing, and I really do want to put out a huge thank you to the Boulets for putting it up on the show. And of course to the entire cast of season 4, truly. You guys have really put together an amazing show. Probably my favorite season of all the drag shows that we've seen this year. Like, I just thought this was so well put together. I love Dragula, always will, and I thought this was a phenomenal season. And again, congratulations to Dolly. Really great job winning this season. Really great job throughout this entire season. I love Dolly, and I'm so happy that they won. So that does bring an end to my review. Let me know who you wanted to win down below in the comment section. Are you happy with Dolly winning? Of course I am. I was Team Dolly. I said this yesterday. I was totally Team Dolly, and I'm so happy that I was correct with my choice. Make sure you're liking this video if you liked it, commenting down below what you thought about this episode, what you thought about this season, and all the above. Make sure to share this video all over social media. Speaking of social media, make sure to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at SamAmateurHour. And also hit that subscribe button. Come join the SamAmateurHour community. I will be back here tomorrow with another video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. And I will be back later. Bye!